I started doing photography about 3 years ago, shooting weddings, and I posted some images up on Facebook. All right, we're already in the wrong order. That's great, good start. And some photos go up on Facebook, and we all get that feedback, the feedback that says, I don't just like, I love. And they start saying things like this on your photos, and I started wondering, well, these are the standard kind of poses that everyone does. But how do I get that same kind of feedback to some of the more candid and intimate moments? And what I want to talk about is what I call waiting for the moment, and that is, how do you shoot better candid photos? He didn't fall on the floor. So there's two different kinds of candid moments, the way I see it. The first is things where you know a candid moment is going to happen, and you put yourself in a position to capture that moment, to get in a certain angle, or you position yourself and you wait for something to happen, and you have to listen. And the initial title for this talk was Spray and Pray equals Bad News Bears. And I have a lot of photographer friends who come back from their weddings and they've shot 3,000 photos. And I think I did this for the first few weddings that I shot as well. And I started finding that I did capture everything, but I was missing something. There was something missing. And I wasn't waiting and listening and watching for the one moment where the bride and groom look at each other, or they look at their guests, or that little laugh that they give each other, or where they grab each other's hand, as you can see here. And I found that since I started doing this and becoming basically a paid stalker for the day, my photos turned out much better. So the second type of candid photography that I usually go for is what I'd call creating a fake candid moment. And I'm going to move them into light that I think is good. I'm going to prompt them to do something where I know is going to lead to some kind of emotion. Not this slide. And I know I have a lot of friends who do a lot of documentary style photography, and they would like to think that all of their photos aren't posed and everything is candid and that they don't want to direct anything. But the truth is that you do need to direct some stuff. You do need to make some things happen. For example, here, I always stick a second shooter at the back, and I'll usually ask him to make sure that the bride will talk to the parents just before she walks down the aisle, and you can get some great moments. When I'm stalking people, what I'll sometimes do is follow them around a room, and I'll wait because I know something is about to happen. In this case, I pre-focused on them, and I'm waiting for the one moment where they look at each other. Oh, this is really out of order. So I don't actually come back from weddings with a ton of photos anymore. I used to shoot about 2,500 to 3,000 images, and now I'm coming back with about 1,500, but I'm finding that the images that I'm getting are making it into albums more, or I can kind of predict the ones that are going to make it into the albums, and the more photo books I make for my clients, I'm better at predicting which photos are going to make it into a book and really hone in on those things. This is something that I was talking about, of getting them to do something that you know is going to lead to a great candid laugh, a great moment between the two of them, where I yelled, "Pour it on her head," and he actually did. Same thing here. I will ask the bride and groom just to talk to each other at the table, and I'll shoot a little bit. Maybe I'll walk away so they don't think that they're being shot anymore, and then wait for that one moment where they're giving a genuine smile and try and capture that. So I'm finding that these moments are important on top of just the standard portraits. I had a bride recently who told me that she looked at a bunch of photographers, and Toronto is a very competitive market. There's tons of photographers out there, but they chose me because they really liked my candid images, which I thought was a great compliment. And I also find that by trying to get more of these candid emotional moments, it keeps me passionate, it keeps me interested. It's something to do during the event where I'm going to look for something. I'm going to be on the lookout for something that I think is going to happen, or I'm going to set something up that keeps me having fun with it. And I speak to a lot of older photographers, and I see some people who are jaded, or they don't seem as passionate as they probably once were. And to me, shooting great candid moments and finding the real emotion that goes on during a wedding is the way to stay passionate about it, and to have fun at a wedding, and to really love what I do, and give images back to clients where they have those same Facebook responses, the "oh my God, can't handle," love, love, love. I've never posted those on anyone's photos, but a lot of girls seem to post those on pictures that go up into a sneak peek album. So I encourage everyone here to not just focus on the portrait photos that everyone seems to look at, and a lot of people get hired as a photographer based on the pictures of the bride and the groom, but also really think about the other moments that go on in the wedding day, and to try and either make something happen or find little moments that you think your clients are going to love and show real emotion and stay in their albums with them forever. Thank you.